All right, guys. If I pretty much edited. So what happened after Soldier 11 got taken away is Trigger contacted uh, her squad or whatnot, and trying to get a hold of the captain of the former captain of the squad, which is Ambi. So they had a phone conversation, and the person who she was on the phone with, who may become a available character in the game later, we don't know. That's just how like they foreshadow things. But anyway, told her where to find Ambi, and that's where we are now.
Hello.
Is it you? The one who contacted me on Internet?
Yep. Oh, the burger. Sorry, I was starving, so I already finished it. Thanks for coming to meet me. Long story short, we need to stop Silver from coming back. By the way, what was your name again?
I hadn't introduced myself. I'm still unsure if I can trust you.
Oh.
Don't take it personally. I'm always cautious with people I've just met, especially someone from Internet who claims to have intel without any solid proof. But I have to admit, you do seem kind of familiar. Even though I can't see your face, you somehow remind me of a friend. A friend who's in danger.
They've taken her, haven't they?
Wait, how much do you actually know?
I'm just as clueless as you about what's happening. But you might have heard of me. I'm Anby, the former captain of Silver Company.
So, you're...
Yeah, that's me. I'm the one who died in Soldier 11's place. So you should get why I feel responsible for her.
Would you understand if I say I'm still not completely convinced?
No worries. I've dealt with even more skeptical people before. Trust isn't gained on words alone. So how about we meet inside the hollow?
Inside the hollow?
I'm not the best with words. Showing you through my actions might be more convincing. You just need to see me in battle.
Alright, okay. So Ambi wanted to show Trigger that she's capable in combat. So that's where we are now. After they had that talk, that's what she went and did. This chapter kind of ended, guys. The chapters are like really short, so the chapter ended. Then I started up the next chapter, and pretty much Ambi went to Bell and Wise, the proxies, and she pretty much told them, hey, keep the cunning hares she about to say something. I'm sorry. Keep the cunning hares clueless about what I'm doing, and also help me within the hollow, because I need to go prove my combat prowess. So that's where we are now. Right. It's Trigger. She told Trigger to meet up in the hollow, so she can show her combat prowess. Okay, so.
Let me take a good look at your movements.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, the enemy is too weak. I won't be able to show you my full combat abilities.
So this particular anime we're playing is now is a stunner agent.
You don't strike me as the type of person who'd say something like that.
Standing by.
She specializes in stunning the
I
enemy.
see now. There's no mistaking it. You really are that Anby. A person's fighting style is a raw response in life and death situations. It can't be easily faked like a resume or some other physical token. You and Soldier 11, the way you fight and use ether, it's nearly identical. Incredible.
We're sisters. Assuming that sisters means replicas from the same blueprint, that is.
So the rumors circulating in the military about Silver Company, they're really true?
How much have you heard?
Only that Silver Company no longer exists. But biologically creating soldiers in mass quantities,
Oh my gosh.
how could that even be possible?
What?
From what I know, besides intelligent constructs, everyone is born biologically. Delivered by storks, so they say. So making one isn't much different from making 100.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
I hope so.
Yeah, my jokes never really hit the mark. Sorry about that.
No, I'm the one who should be saying sorry. I was just astonished. I never thought the military had this level of technology. If they could mass produce soldiers, then why would they still...
I understand. If they could use replicas as cannon fodder, then why still risk human lives? That's what you're thinking, right?
I was trying to say it in a more diplomatic way.
Nah, and be
It's okay.
straightforward.
I won't take offense. Not over this. They'd probably say the reason is because replicas are simply too expensive. While a Silver Company soldier could change the game, it costs nearly as much as training a top-tier general and paying their fees and pension for their family. The real cost isn't in creating the mind or body, but in replicating the subject's unique physical abilities, mental aptitude, and reflexes. And what's even more costly is that, for reasons that were not fully understood when the research was halted, these unique qualities couldn't be fully replicated in mass production. As for the inferior ones, they were deemed as disposable.
Anby, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. But there's always someone who does mean that. There's always someone with an agenda, trying to use us. Maybe that's why Silver Company fell. I won't forgive those people. Any of them. However, the downfall itself isn't entirely a bad thing. With Silver Company gone, their evil technology was lost with it. Or so I thought. Until now.
Silver's revival. So you're saying someone has resurrected that technology? Soldier 11's abduction seems linked to this. I have to admit, your theory has some merit. But as far as I know, all the data from that time was erased. Could it be the Defense Force? Hold on. Something doesn't add up.
What are you thinking about?
If they truly wanted to secretly revive this technology, they wouldn't need to take Soldier 11 at all. I know my squad mate. All it would take is an order from up top, and she'd put herself on the operating table without a peep.
Really? So that's how she is now.
She's the model example of a loyal soldier. Isn't that how you remember Soldier 11?
No, I never knew a Soldier 11 in the past. Only...
How could this be happening? There shouldn't be so many ethereals here.
I recognize this formation. We once used it to battle ethereals.
What?
It's another legacy of Silver Company. Back then, we had a brilliant sister who excelled in strategy over combat. Let's handle this. The person we're after must be behind it. TWCA Type 3.
Is that the name of that formation?
They're exposed.
Fire support ready. Support in position.
Roger.
Copy.
Another
Fire support ready.
This feels familiar. I don't like it.
Not one for nostalgia? I'm starting to understand you more now.
Neutralize. They're exposed.
Support in position.
Basic maneuver.
This bullet will reach its mark.
Target confirmed. Go.
Time to pin them down. Fire support ready. I'll take point.
Wait, what? No.
Anby, what is that?
That's the old Silver Squad uniform.
Wait, what?
It seems Soldier 11 is being held captive here. So what's the plan?
The plan?
Shh. Let's discuss it over there.
This place is cold.
I sense the frigid air from outside. It carries a strange scent, too. Someone's entering. Are you hidden?
Don't worry. It's dark here, and the machines are pretty noisy. They won't detect me. Trigger!
Okay.
Say no more. I've got it. Target locked. Time to pin them down. Support in position.
Fracture!
Quick shot. The melody of combat. Time to pin them down. The target's weary. Sniper's creed. One shot, one kill. Support in position. Fire support ready.
All right. So guys, probably skipped a lot of dialogue because there was a ton of it. And what I tried to tell you guys from that last fight that we just had, so they infiltrated Ambi infiltrated the facility, and after that fight, well, sorry, before that fight, she was talking to Twiggy. And pretty much Twiggy was, telling him her story, and Ambi is pretty much telling her that, what they are and how they were created, were evil, but they should continue being evil. They should live their lives and, atone from the evil they were, created from or whatnot. So, Twiggy wasn't hearing it and all that, so the fight happened, and again, Ambi tried to reach out to Twiggy, um, saying that once she does finish with her, punishes her or whatnot, she can come seek redemption with her because Twiggy knows about where Ambi has been all this time. So Ambi's pretty much saying like, hey, yeah, once this is over, once I stop you, you can come seek redemption from where I am. And they got Soldier 11 back. But now Twiggy has what she needs. And she sees that Ambi isn't fighting the same like she used to, so she's saying she's not too worried about Ambi anymore. And of course, like where did they leave off? She's not worried about Ambi anymore, and now the people who she's been talking to seek the technology that helped created them. You know what I mean? They're saying that it's ready. And they just got back from rescuing Soldier 11. Okay, so y'all caught up, and now I think we're about to end this particular chapter and go into the next. So they dropped they dropped Soldier 11 off at the Twin store. Soldier 11 is part of my squad too, guys. Like I've pulled her. She's pretty good. She's great, and that's why when I looked at her and I looked at Amber, I was like, are they sisters? And that turns out, yeah, sort of replicas. So. Okay, so I probably did another edit. A lot of editing. Just to catch you up, just what happened. Yeah, Soldier 11 is still pretty out of it. Her memory's kind of coming and going. So now Ambi is, I guess going to get her something to eat. Or whatever. She thought it was like hamburgers that she liked like her, but it's pretty much ramen. And we also found out that Soldier 11's name is Hareen. So yeah. Alright, so back from that little excursion, we pretty much talked to Trigger, and they were just having her and Amber were just having a powwow between Soldier 11, because Soldier 11's new squad is Zolboil squad, and so Amber was feeling bad about Soldier 11 because Soldier 11 didn't remember her at all. So she was asking Trigger about her. How was she like now that she joined the Oboil squad? And Trigger told her that she was she was her usual self, except for like she always talked about a person betraying her. And I'm guessing Ambi felt like that person was her. What was Ambi. So Ambi still never wanted to come clean about it to Soldier 11, because now that she had a new life or whatnot, she just wanted her to forget about everything. But Trigger says like, no, after you sort everything out with Twiggy, you should try to apologize to Soldier 11. And Ambi's like, okay, I'll do that, but you all also have to take care of Soldier 11. And there we are. And now we're back from that. Okay, guys. Yeah, so that little part in it, that chapter. So like we started the last chapter in the story. So that's where we are now. So it seems like Soldier 11 up and about, not on a so-called date with Trigger.
Nicole,
Well, look who decided to come back.
I'm sorry for leaving without saying anything. You can punish me however you see fit, Nicole.
What's the use in punishing you? If anything, I'd prefer some compensation. So, how do you plan to make it up to me? I'm waiting.
I'll give up my favorite burger. From now on, I'll eat noodles every day.
Hey, that's more like compensating General Chop than me.
That won't cut it, huh? Then I won't try to squeeze in between you and Nekomata when we watch movies.
Come on. Nekomata's usually the one who's squeezing in between you and me. Show me some sincerity here.
I see. Okay. I'll forfeit my paychecks from now on.
Nah.
Oh?
Yes, and I'll persuade Billy to give up his pay too.
What?
Is that good enough for you?
No.
Wait a sec. Are you trying to tarnish our reputation as an honest business? Forget it. You owe me big. I'll tell you what I need from you later.
Nicole.
Can't speak on behalf of people.
Fine. Forget it. Just spare me that pitiful look. Listen, Ambi. It doesn't matter who you were or what mess you've gotten into. The cutting hairs doesn't need to be a burden to you. We don't need you to shield us, and we won't intrude when you need space. You're not the only one here with a troubled past. I just wish you'd trust me more. Otherwise, I feel like I'm a total failure.
Sorry. I won't try to justify what I did. I shouldn't have run off on my own. Once this is over, I'll answer all your questions. No more hiding anything.
That's my good girl. You're a terrible liar, you know.
I know. By the way, I have a favor to ask you.
Oh, you finally need me?
Yeah. There's a woman who looks like me. She wears a Defense Force uniform and goggles. I think she should be pretty easy to spot. Can you help me locate her?
Piece of cake. On average, finding a cat takes us 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 8 seconds. Finding a person is way easier. I'll contact some of my sources. I'll let you know as soon as I get any information.
Alright, so after that talk with Nicole, Ambi talked to both Billy and Nekomata, and they both told her how much they miss her and blah blah blah. And Nicole found Trigger and Soldier 11. I must have got her name for a minute. But yeah, so that's where we are. So yeah, don't want you guys to sit through all that boring talk. Oh man. Great story, but it take forever to get to the action. Alright.
So, here you are.
Sorry, Andy. I snuck out with her.
Are you feeling okay?
Are you speaking to me? You seem familiar. Like I've seen you somewhere before, but I can't quite remember.
I'm Anby. Does that name ring a bell?
No. I don't recall anyone named Ambi. Sorry. Maybe we knew each other, but this person named Trigger told me that my memory's off right now. I'll get better. And maybe then I'll remember something about you.
I see. Where did you and Trigger go today?
We tried some food called noodles.
Oh man,
They were
she's
this
really out of it.
amazing, fiery red color. It was delicious. Then we pet some creatures called cats.
These are all her favorite
They were
things to
different
do.
than I expected. Surprisingly soft. We went to an arcade, did some shopping, drank some tea milk, and even opened surprise boxes. Then we went to a dim, noisy place and watched a movie. I think that's what they called it. During the movie, someone took advantage of the dark environment to attempt a theft. Fortunately, I still remembered some basic combat skills, so I managed to subdue the thief and turn them over to public security. The public
good leather
security
for you.
office isn't far from here. After we wrapped up there, Trigger suggested we watch the sunset by the river.
You sure know how to plan a date, Trigger.
The video store manager taught me all this. I'm just a good student. Anyway, I think I did a good job. Right, Soldier 11?
Yes, I had a great time. Still, I can tell my body isn't really used to relaxing. I can always feel an urge to do some push-ups or some other exercise.
That's our model soldier for ya. So, Anby, can you relax now? Soldier 11 is important to me. I don't ever want to lose another squad mate, so I promise to look after her. You can focus on the matters at hand now. Once everything's settled, if you choose to face her, I'll be there to vouch for everything you've done for her. And if you prefer to stay out of it, no pressure. I understand the weight of your history with Silver Company. It's like a heavy chain around you both.
I'll break that chain.
I have faith in you.
Thanks, Trigger. In that case, please keep this for me while I'm away.
What's this? A doll? It looks a little familiar.
It's very cute.
Nekomata gave her that doll. And told her to keep
Please,
it with her.
keep it safe until I come back. Right now, it's my most cherished possession.
Don't worry.
Yes, ma'am.
If it means that much to you, we'll be sure to keep it safe.
Thanks.
Taking a cold.
It gets chilly by the river at night. Let's head back to the video store and get something warm to wear.
Long time no see. Replica number 0. Silver Squad. Captain. I thought I'd never see you again.
Anby, you look like a character straight out of a movie right now.
Okay.
I never thought I'd be back in this uniform. A cool character or a cute one?
That's a tough question. Your fighting style seems to have changed.
Old memories are coming back with this uniform.
The new you is so reliable, Envy.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So
The past me was reliable too.
this is the new Ambi. Well,
That's
one of
true.
her- well, this is her former self or whatnot. But, she's an attack agent.
Enemy's tough. Be careful.
Orders received.
You don't need to be so formal. That needs to be destroyed.
Oh my gosh, she's a beast.
I'm heartbroken, Anby. Here I was thinking this was a family matter between sisters. But you've gone and brought in outside help.
You're no match for me, whether I bring help or not. Twiggy, Silver Squad is gone. You will never be able to rebuild it. We both know how difficult it is to create a Silver Soldier capable of engaging in combat operations.
What if I didn't need to?
Didn't need to. What?
There's one thing you're wrong about. I've already done it. I've achieved the conditions for rebuilding my very own Silver Squad.
This is so weird.
Oh my god.
These Ambies. No, these people. None of them seem to have any fighting abilities.
Weird. These people don't look like soldiers to me.
Twiggy, what have you done?
What do you think I've done? I've done something that can stop my organs from being harvested. That can put me in touch with the big shots at Tops. That can help fund my research.
No, that's impossible. You're harvesting and selling their organs.
Oh, that's terrible.
You created all these sisters of ours just to harvest them like animals?
I just used them to exchange for a few necessary resources to reform Silver Squad. I needed a family, really. That's all. You said it yourself. These sisters of ours, right? We are sisters, and we are family. So if we're family, why don't you feel the same pain as me? It's a real shame, you know. Neither Harry nor I were perfect enough. No matter how hard I try, all I can make are defects. Good for nothing but a supply of organs. But it's not like there hasn't been any progress. I haven't even told anyone about this yet. But just earlier, I managed to make some improvements to the technology which will stabilize control of the cloning process. Once that's in place, the cost of producing a competent soldier will be at an all-time low. We'll have achieved just what the initial project report said. The magic of producing an army out of sugar and air. Anby. Captain Anby. As things stand, there's still a chance for us to work together. You are the final piece of the puzzle. We can produce a steady supply of true soldiers so long as you cooperate. We'll keep everything under wraps until we build a huge army of our own. Just think what such an army could do. Nobody would ever dare humiliate us again. Our Silver Squad could crush New Eridu to smithereens. And you would be its commander. And me, I'm fine with whatever. Put me to death if you like. I deserve it for killing all those sisters of ours. Whatever you want. Captain, do you want to come home?
This is not my home. I feel disgusted. I'm sorry, Twiggy. But now I wish you had died back in the Hollow.
Wow.
I know. I feel the same way about myself. Disgusted. Get out of here! What are you doing, idiot? You absolute idiot! Are you insane? You're just a defect. Your body won't be able to handle it. You'll make everyone...
I want to protect you. Protect all of you. Thank you for letting me be born. I will never let you be lonely.
Okay, the
Why
team
did you
up.
come?
I haven't forgotten the art of combat. Silver Company formation. TWAN, Anti-Ethereal Mark II. The current you feels really familiar.
I never expected to be able to face you like this. Switching positions. Show no mercy, even if our opponent is Twiggy.
Fired. That's my line.
I shouldn't miss this feeling. Don't push yourself, understood?
Affirmative. Why did I subconsciously...
Time to switching positions. Retreat to advance. Dissolve. The final blow.
I won't let you have it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Captain, did I fail the combat test again? I told you, I'm not good at fighting. But as long as Captain's here, I'll be okay. Right?
You. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be with Trigger?
Trigger was the one who covered for me, so I could come here. She's probably still dealing with the enemies that we met on the way here.
You shouldn't be here. You weren't supposed to remember anything.
Ambi. Turns out you're not a traitor at all. You're a coward. I'd still be completely in the dark if it weren't for that funny-looking doll.
Huh? You mean there's something wrong with the doll that Nekomata gave me?
There was a camera stuffed inside its head. It recorded your whole confession to me before its battery died. I didn't understand everything, but I knew enough to take action. Seeing as we're sisters, I couldn't let you take this risk alone. And I knew that you didn't betray us. I liked that feeling. It was enough to help me believe in many things again.
Proxy, her condition is extremely unstable. Please, get her out of here as fast as you can.
Sure thing. As for what comes next, you gotta do that alone, right, Ambi?
This tech has to be destroyed. Thank you for letting me be born.
Ambi? What's on your mind?
Proxy, you're still here?
Don't worry. Soldier 11 is safe with Trigger. You can trust her. Opal Squad can take over from here now that everything's done. She'll be okay.
Really? That's great.
What a dilemma. Should you destroy the Silver Company tech, or not?
Is it that obvious? I thought I'd made up my mind to never let this kind of evil happen again.
The fact that you're even saying this means you're reconsidering it, right? Good and evil lie in the hand that wields the sword, not the sword itself. I think I heard that in a movie once. For better or worse, Silver Company technology has the power to change our world entirely. I can't help but think of the possibilities it holds for our future.
But even so, you're right. It's just... I don't know how to make a decision that I won't regret.
Well, time for this proxy to clock out for the day. I'll be waiting for you at the video store. Stop by soon, Ambi.
I've made up my mind.
All right. So what did Ambi choose to do amongst everybody here? Did she destroy the technology, or did she let it stand? really is just bad about just dragging stuff out. The story. Oh, and we're back in original duds up. What she usually wears.
Oh, fried chicken burgers are classic for a reason.
Soldier 11's going to grill me about eating junk food again if I go back smelling like burgers.
Burgers don't have a smell. Even if they did, they would dissipate quickly, and she'd never know.
No, there's a smell, right?
I always thought the smell of burgers would linger, especially if they're fried chicken burgers.
That's not true. Proxy, when did you get here?
I just got here. I heard you mention Soldier 11. Is she doing better? After all, the last time I saw her, she was in pretty rough condition.
Thanks. Soldier 11 would be really happy to know that you care so much about her. She's made a full recovery. She's completely regained the same training intensity as before her injury. At least with her body, I mean.
So her body's recovered, but her memory is still affected?
Not quite. I asked Ambi out today to chat with her about what's going on with Soldier 11. Her memory has basically reverted to how it was before the injury. She might occasionally get someone's name wrong, but she doesn't mistake her own identity, and her short-term memory is persisting through to the next day.
She's made a recovery. That's great.
It's still too early to say. She seems to have completely blanked out what happened during the incident, including the time she spent with you, Ambi.
Like I said, that's great.
You still feel the same way now? She still believes that she was betrayed and abandoned. She still hates that traitor Ambi.
That's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Hadine's a way stronger person than me. Strong enough to keep living with hatred. That's powerful. I don't know what to say. All I know for sure is the target of her hatred is me. And that's good. We won't be meeting again. So, I won't get killed by her, or vice versa. But once she turns her hatred towards something, or someone else, things will get dangerous. Hadine is so pure. She's like an unalloyed metal that combusts even in water. The last thing I ever want to see is her getting hurt by her own flames.
I didn't realize you put that much thought into it.
I was just thinking about it while watching some similar movies lately.
There are movies like that?
Yeah. Wanna watch it with me next time, Trigger? We can watch it at the video store.
Sure. Stop by anytime.
Thank you, Manager. You're very kind. Even I'd blush when people are nice to me like this.
I think you're really kind too, Trigger. So, are you all still down for burgers? It's on me today. Come on, you can get whatever you like.
And that is that, guys. So that was the whole story of Ambi. And as you can see over there, that's the main story that's still going on. So I gotta tell you, I gotta see how I'm gonna edit this, guys. I mean, there's so much dialogue in between the action with this story, and I'm trying to see going forth what I'm gonna do with this series. You know what I mean? Because like I can sit here and go through the dialogue and the story. It's fine for me, but like I don't know. It's not exciting enough. I mean, like the action is definitely great, but we'll see. Mostly maybe I might do like certain events for certain challenges or whatever. That's pretty more straightforward. But yeah. We're gonna go ahead and end the gameplay here, guys. And again, tell me down in the comments, how do you like the new intro and outro? You know, we're gonna keep that. I'm gonna be keeping that for quite a while. You know what I mean? Maybe when the time comes for me to change it again, both of them, I've acquired some new skills or contacted some more people or vendors who can make it even more elaborate. But I think it's pretty good for now. You know. So with that said, Lantern out. See you soon, guys. Till next time.
Uh-huh.